Step softly, mind the blanket, mind the glass, and skip your meal.
Behold the performance,
Not a whisker out of scene.
the rug has stopped its muttering, the parlor holds its dream,
The mirror clears its silver throat. The stage is in full view, and Garfy without rising starts the twirly-tail review.
no entrance music,
None required, no spotlight, it is volunteered.
no choreography, not as such.
One paw adjusts and that is merged. The lamps incline, the floor is new. The sofa signs the interview. The glass might pale, the blanket pleads. The cat is entered by degrees.
Observe the orange article reclining past
Belief, a felony of softness, a conspiracy of grief. He has not moved enough to count, and yet the world feels new. For Garfy without rising starts the twirly-tail review. Garfy without rising starts the twirly-tail review.
Ready?
Ready?
He sits like an uncle with opinions on Thanksgiving, dispensing marmalade judgments on the parlour's way of living. The master of all thespians, a dramaturgical beginning, a cat who enters history by doing nearly nothing and winning. He does not lounge, he legislates. He does not slump, he takes positions. He has the low upholstered air of one who questions your decisions. A knee goes north, a haunch goes west, a paw withdraws from public view. His tail in diplomatic curves implies, I have reviewed the room and you. Is that comfort? Is that critique? Is that a nap or technique? Is that posture? Is that school? Is that orange? Is that cool? Is that posture? Is that school? Is that orange? Is that cool? Oh, Garfy, 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 the coolest cat of all. Garfy, 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 Garfy.
Garfy, oh Garfy, 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 Garfy. The trick is not the folding, the trick is not the flair. The trick is that he does it with no evidence of care. For lesser cats of posture, our Garfy has a school, a curriculum of curvature, a syllabus of cool. Garfy, oh Garfy, you are no fool. There are seminars in slouching, there are lectures in disdain, there are workshops in appearing both asleep and in command of pain. Garfy, oh Garfy, you are so cool. He offers no credential, no resume, no rule. He merely folds the evidence and graduates the stool. Curvature, cool, cathedral of carpet. He breaks every law by refusing the rule. Garfy, oh Garfy, you are the best. Garfy, oh Garfy, 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 Garfy. He sniffs like a duchess near a bargain bin perfume, even his condescension being graceful and subsumed by the utter majesty of his deliciousness. So yummy. The cat is a genius, one that flying with kissable tummy. He approaches orange packaging with aristocratic caution, a prince inspecting commerce, a marquis sniffing auction. He does not beg, he audits, he does not plead, he weighs. He lets the crinkle tremble in the amber of his gaze. Dorito bag drag, Dorito bag drag. The snack is a prop and the prop is a flag. The orange meets the orange in a dangerous fugue, and Garfy declines comment for the sake of intrigue. His face can file a grievance, his blink can void a lease, his stare can make an ottoman confess and beg for peace. He has the wide-eyed scandal of a witness at a trial, then the bored aristocratic slump of old money in exile. His face is not a face, it is a repertory company, astonishment, indictment, and imperial glamour company. A squint that can curdle a compliment at noon, and a mouth that opens wide enough to syndicate a tune. File a grievance, void a lease, ottoman confess, beg for peace. Trial, exile, noon tune, syndicate the yawn and monetize the moon. Garfy, 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 Garfy. Garfy.
Garfy, 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 Garfy. His moves are named precisely, for genius needs a tag. Name it, frame it, put it on a plaque. If he does it twice, the scholars bring it back. Let's put them on the list. There is Sphinx Fold, the Sinkside Oracle, the Dorito bag drag, the La Di Darlene with the carpet level sneer, the mirror minuet conducted by one ear. There's paw origami, performed without consent, the loaf of litigation, stern and eloquent, the couch pretzel sonata for torso, tail, and pride, the how dare you admire me, with the eyelids half denied. There's the uncle at Thanksgiving with the haunches set apart, the velvet inquisition with a grievance in the heart, the twirly-tail mandate issued slowly from the rear, the yes I heard you calling me, I simply don't appear. There's the tummy in committee with the bylaws incomplete, the paw that has retired from all public-facing feet, the whisker of objection, the nap of high command, the tragic little yawn that makes the ceiling understand. For lesser cats have habits, for Garfy writes accrue. A movement is a movement when the household names it true. Garfy makes, they go upon the list, 'cause the beauty of his movements will never, 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 never will desist. Garfy, Garfy,
Garfy.
Garfy, 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 Garfy.
He stretches one paw forward, and the bipeds start to feel that ordinary mammals lack sufficient stage appeal.
He angles one shoulder with negligent precision,
And suddenly the human spine regrets its own decision.
the knees lack rhetoric, the elbows lack intent.
The backs of men and women seem mechanically spent. But Garfy,
Garfy,
all goldenly recursive, makes comfort look illicit,
and indifference
look persuasive.
we stand, we sit, we straighten back.
falls in a perfectly quiet anatomy.
Like saying, I'm observing the human who is completely in love with me.
With feathers and sequins and sartorial anxiety, while I am the absolute peak of the feline society. A physical marvel who casually meows of vanity and pities the deeply exhausting parade of humanity.
He does not perform, he permits you to gather. He does not condescend.
He declines to come farther.
One look says, you disappoint me.
One look says,
continue.
One look says,
I own the rug, the chair, the snack, and you.
If I duck, it is doctrine.
If I stretch,
it is law.
if I blink,
it is mercy.
if I yawn,
It is all. You call it adorable. He calls it governance. You call it a belly.
he calls it providence.
He is a physical marvel who casually meows at vanity and pities the deeply exhausting parade of humanity. Garfy.
Garfy, 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 Garfy,
Garfy. I am Garfy, 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 Garfy. I am Garfy.
Mirror, mirror, clear your throat. Prepare your silver nerve before you judge the human race. There's orange to observe. Who's the fairest? Don't be vulgar, fairness is too thin. This is not about appearance, this is discipline within. The tale describes a circle that use, refuse, regret. My face says I have standards that the cosmos has not met. I rise at the mirror with ceremonious doubt, as if the glass were fortunate to let my outline out. I place both front paws against the edge of self-regard, then check whether perfection has been properly unmarred. I offer no proof, I provide no apology. My body is gesture, my silence theology. I am the pause at the end of her sentence, the plush little judge of domestic repentance, the amber consultant who audits the room, then retires to the blanket in fragrant perfume. A physical marvel, I casually meow at vanity and pity the deeply exhausting parade of humanity. They call it a trick, I call it restraint. They call me a ham, I call them quaint. They ask, is he comfy? They ask, is he mad? They ask why the paws have gone missing, how sad. They ask if the tail is a signal of plume, a recursive orange sermon on the ethics of the room. I answer by blinking, I answer by folding, I answer by being too soft for beholding, too soft, too grand, too strange, too bland. I do not perform, I permit you to see. The review is not mine, the review is me.
I am
Garfy, 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 I am Garfy.
Let's sing a Garfy, friends. Come on, audience. Join in the celebration of the Garfy. Come on, everyone. Sing along. Yeah! All together now. Garfy, 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 Garfy. Oh, Garfy, oh, Garfy. 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 A ham. Such a marmalade melange, of art and attitude. The cat who turns a nap into the grandest of beauty tunes. Yeah! Garfy, Garfy, twirly-tail unfurled, a cinnamon cyclone with contempt for the world. Such a defying drawing room saboteur, part high priest, part vaudevillian, orange connoisseur. Garfy, Garfy, tail in arabesque, half domestic scandal, half pharaonic burlesque. Bow to the belly, but don't overpraise it. Study the paw, but don't try to phrase it. Witness the whiskers, respect the repose. The less that he does, the more everyone knows. Such a ham, such a velvet, little vandal of the vertebrae, turning lying down into a full dramatic entree. Garfy, Garfy, don't disturb the pose. He can close both eyes and still upstage his toes. All together now. Garfy, 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 Garfy. Oh, Garfy, oh. Garfy, Garfy.
No curtain call required, no encore need be planned. He's tucked the pause again, we may never understand. But Jackie has the evidence, and we have seen it too. The orange impossible, the tabby improbable, the physically fabulous twirly-tail Revue. No curtain call required, no bow, no lifted chin. He exits by remaining exactly where he's been. The mirror has recovered, the snack bag is subdued, the sofa bears the imprint of a genius in a mood. The orange impossible, the tabby improbable, the physically fabulous, tucked paw, snack auditing, mirror inspecting, lease voiding, sphinx folding, tummy sublime, tail in a twirl, cat of the century, Garfy divine. Step softly, mind the blanket, mind the glass, and skip your meal. I, Garfy the cat, without rising, end this twirly-tail Revue. It's not a musical, more of song cycle. Good night, y'all, and hugs and meows. Yours, Garfy, 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 Garfy. Garfy, 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 Garfy. Garfy, Garfy, Garfy,